Hello students. So today we will discuss determination of a molecular spectroscopic term symbol for diatomic molecule. So this topic is very important for CSIR, UGC NET, IIT JAM, GATE and state level eligibility test. Okay. So the introduction of the topic. So generally here we have to represent two types of uh, term symbols. One is molecular term symbol and another one is atomic term symbol, right? So molecular term symbols mark different electronic energy levels of a diatomic molecules. Okay, here we are going to discuss the term symbol for a diatomic molecules. So these symbols are similar to atomic term symbol. Okay, generally the atomic term symbols we can used for the representation of transition metal complexes. Most probably like the atomic term symbols 2F, 3P, like these type of term symbols. So we can represent atomic term symbols in transition metal complexes. But the molecular term symbols we can represent for homodiatomic molecules and heterodiatomic molecules like simple molecules H2, H2 plus, Li2, Li2 plus, Be2, B2, C2, O2, N2, CO. So these kind of examples. So we can represent the term symbols for various diatomic molecules. So in this case, both the molecular term symbols and electronic terms, atomic term symbols, both are follow Russell-Saunders coupling scheme. So generally, the Russell-Saunders coupling scheme we can also called as a spin orbital coupling scheme. Spin orbital coupling scheme are also we can called as a Russell-Saunders coupling scheme. In molecular term symbol, in place of lambda, so we can represent it as lambda. Okay, so here the in this atomic term symbol, the subscript is a capital J, that is coupling constant. But here, so in this molecular term symbol, if the system is a Z center, or it means if the bonding molecular orbital or anti-bonding molecular orbital or the sigma system or pi system is having Z center, then you can represent it as a Z. So this is the Mulliken term symbol. And if it is unZ, so just you can write as U. So what is G and what is U? How to represent a G and how to represent a U? So we can discuss in next slide. Okay. Here you can see if the lambda value is 0, here we can represent as sigma. If the lambda value is 1, then you can the term symbol is pi. If the lambda value is 2, the term symbol is delta. The lambda value is 3, the term symbol is pi. Okay, so please remember, if the lambda value is 0, then here we can represent it as a sigma. Okay, so generally this is symbol for summation, but in our molecular term symbol, so generally we can represent it as a sigma only. Okay, if the lambda value is 1, then it is pi. If the lambda value is 2, so then it is delta. If the lambda value is 3, it is pi. Okay, clear student? Here it is lambda. So generally the lambda that is the term symbol. So what is lambda represent? The total orbital angular momentum of electron around an internuclear axis. So this is about the formula for the representation of a molecular term symbol for diatomic molecules. Right. So here we will discuss some important points of this topic. Right. The first point is, if the symbol is a sigma, then we can superscript we can write as a plus and minus. Okay, so please remember student, only in sigma case, only if the the term symbol will be 0. Generally, we can represent it as the lambda value will be 0. So generally, we can represent it as a sigma letter. Okay, please remember. So the positive and negative superscript we can use for only sigma system only. That is very, very important. Okay, clear. Right. So next, G and U is referred to the orbital of the lost electron field. Okay, right. So please remember, student, it is look like the filling of electrons in various orbitals. So generally, we will consider the orbital of the lost electron. For example, if the lost orbital with only one electron with a Z center, so just you can write as Z. Clear, student? If the lost orbital having only one electron with a Z center, so just you can write as a subscript of G. Okay, clear. If the lost orbital with one electron with it is unzerred, so then you can write unzerred. Otherwise, if the two electrons are there, if the two electrons are there, so in this case here we have to multiply G into G or G into U or U into U. Okay, please remember. So G into G is G, G into U is U, U into U is G. So please remember. So this electrons lies in different orbital. In the fifth point you can see here, if the G is multiplied, the Z center is multiplied, the electron of the lost orbital is with G and is multiplying with another electron of the lost orbital with G, that is G is multiplied with G, then it is gives Z center. Clear? So G is multiplied with unzerred, so then it is unzerred only. Okay, so G into U or U into G, in both the cases unzerred only. Okay, U into U is equal to G. So okay, only these cases means G into G and U into U is equal to G. Only these cases are allowed cases. These cases are allowed cases only. These cases are allowed cases only. Okay, clear, student, right? So this G into U and U into G, that is U. So this case is forbidden case. So this case is a forbidden case. Clear? So this is a forbidden case, right? Next, the third point we will see, when the wave function does not change sign under reflection, positive sign. These three, the third and fourth point is very, very important, student. Right here, the wave, when wave function does not change sign under reflection, so we can rotate along the axis or we can rotate perpendicular to the internuclear axis. If the sign is changes, then you can use negative sign. If the sign does not change, you can use positive sign, right? So here in that first case, here you can see the sigma means if the symbol is sigma, then we are using a positive and negative, student. Here you can see the positive and negative superscript we are using. Okay, so when we are using positive superscript, student, if the wave function does not change sign under reflection, okay, when the wave function changes sign under reflection, negative sign is used. So these 5 points are very, very important for the representation of term symbols for various examples. Clear, student? Right. Next, so zerred and unzerred center. So clear, you can see the last means the last slide we have seen, when the signs are changes or signs does not change. If the signs are changes after reflection, then you can use unzerred. If the signs does not change after reflection, just you can use zerred center only. Okay, clear, student? This is a sigma bonding molecular orbital. Sigma bonding molecular orbital. So this is anti-bonding molecular orbital, means the electrons are in sigma molecular orbital only. Here you can see this is the internuclear axis. Here you can rotate along the axis, or you can rotate about a line which is perpendicular to the axis. Okay, you can rotate horizontal or you can rotate vertical. There is no issue. After the rotation, so there is no sign change. Here you can see here the original is minus, plus, minus. Here after the rotation, here you can see there is no change in the signs. The wave function does not change. So just you can represent as it is a Z center. Is that clear? Right. Next, here you can see this is a anti-bonding molecular orbital. So this is not bonding molecular orbital. This is anti-bonding molecular orbital. Here you can see the positive, and here you can see the lobe is having a negative sign. Okay. Here, so this is generally it is possible constructive overlapping, and this is destructive overlapping. Clear, student? So this is constructive overlapping. So this is constructive overlapping. So this is constructive overlapping, and this is destructive overlapping. So this is destructive overlapping. So destructive overlapping. Clear? So here you can rotate along the axis or rotate about the line perpendicular to the axis. So here you can see the original sign is minus, but after the rotation the sign, negative sign, is changes to positive. The positive sign changes to negative. Clear? So here after the rotation the wave function reflect means reflection, the sign changes takes place. So then it is unzerred. Clear, students? So this is unzerred. Right. So here we are going to discuss in the case of pi molecular orbital. So this is the pi bonding molecular orbital. So this is the pi star anti-bonding molecular orbital. The same rotation you can follow. The previous example here, you can rotate along the axis or you can rotate perpendicular to the axis, means you can rotate horizontal or you can rotate vertical. Okay. After the rotation, here you can see here this is the virginal. So this is the virginal lobes. Here it is the virginal lobes are having plus and minus. Here you can see. So this is the plus, and here you can see this is minus, right? So after the rotation, the plus becomes minus and the minus becomes plus. So here after the reflection, the wave function sign changes, means here it is unzerred, right? Clear, student? If the electrons are in pi molecular orbital, then we can write as unzerred only. Okay. So this is anti-bonding molecular orbital. So this is the destructive overlapping. So this is the constructive overlapping. So you can rotate about along the axis, or you can rotate a line which is perpendicular to the axis. Okay. Clear, student? Here the signs does not changes here. So this is a plus sign, and after the rotation, so the same sign here. So you can see after the rotation the signs are same. So if the after the reflection the signs are same, then it is Zerid center. Okay, right? Clear, student? So in case of sigma bonding molecular orbital, constructive overlapping, so we can represent as Zerid center. Destructive overlapping, so that is unzerred, right? But here in pi bonding molecular orbital, constructive overlapping, that is unzerred, and so destructive overlapping, here it is zerred center. Okay, so please remember, so this is very important for the representation of a molecular term symbol in future examples. Right. So selection rules. What are the selection rules we are going to discuss in this molecular spectroscopic term symbol, right? So please remember, student, the selection rule maybe means the delta lambda value is equal to 0 or plus or minus 1. So only these condition. So if the delta lambda value will be 0, means that is the difference between the lambda 1 and lambda 2. If the values are lies between 0 and plus or minus 1, only these condition, so these are allowed transition. These are allowed transition. So for example, the transition such as sigma to sigma transition are allowed transition, pi to sigma transition are allowed transition, pi to pi transitions are allowed transition, and delta to sigma transitions are allowed, delta to pi transitions are allowed. So because you can student here, so the sigma value, so that is equal to 0 here, so 0. So means 0 to 0 transitions are allowed. If the lambda value means for pi term symbol, the lambda value will be 1. So here for lambda value for sigma is 0. Here this is 1 and 1. Okay. So this is 2 and 1. So here, so these are allowed transition: 0 to 0 transition, 1 to 0 transition, 1 to 1 transition, 2 to 1 transition, or 1 to 2 transition, or 0 to 1 transition. All these transitions are allowed transition, right? The transition such as delta to sigma, because here you can see the delta value is 2, here the term symbol value is 0. Here you can see 2 minus 0, that is equal to 2, or 0 minus 2, that is equal to minus 2. Okay, so these values are not in these rule. So therefore here delta to sigma is not allowed transition, and also pi to transition, pi to pi transition are, so these transitions are not allowed transition. So please remember student, right? So next, right, next point, if the delta S value will be 0, so means delta S value should be 0. So these transitions are allowed transition. For example, here you can see delta S value will be 0, allowed transition, okay, or not. Here you can see such transition. For example, here delta S value, here 3 means the spin multiplicity value is 3. So in this case, the value is 1. So spin multiplicity, the S value will be 1. So here it is 3. So 3 to 1 transition is not allowed transition. Clear? So this transition is a forbidden transition. Okay, right. Next, here you can see G to U and G to U. Here you can see G to U, U to G are allowed transition, are allowed, but G to G and U to are not allowed, means forbidden transition. Clear student, right? So G to G, G to U transition or U to G transitions are allowed, but G to G and U to U transitions are not allowed, right? The transitions like plus to minus are not allowed. The transitions like plus to minus are not allowed. So means plus to plus, minus to minus are allowed transition. So these are the selection rules for the representation of a molecular spectroscopic term symbols for diatomic molecules. Right, here you can see, but plus to plus and minus to minus are allowed transition, but plus to minus, minus to plus are not allowed. Clear student, right? Next slide. Molecular orbital configuration, and second one is to determine the lambda value. Okay, so here first of all we will focus the given diatomic molecule is up to 14 electron system or above 14 electron system. First of all we will find out. Okay, so if it is up to 14 electron system, so we have to follow this rule. Okay, right. So in, yeah, up to 14 electron system, so generally, so we have to follow this order according to the Hund's maximum electron principle, Hubble principle, and Pauli's exclusion principle. Here you can see, so the electrons enter into the first sigma 1s orbital first, then sigma star 1s orbital, then sigma 2s orbital, sigma star 2s orbital, and pi 2px orbital, and pi 2py orbital, then sigma 2pz and pi star 2px and pi star 2py, then sigma star 2pz. So this is very important for when the given diatomic molecule is up to 14 electron system. Okay, so generally we can use this order for up to nitrogen atom. So generally the nitrogen molecule has 14 electron system. You can use a C2 and you can use N2 plus B2, all these kind of examples. Okay, right? If the given diatomic molecule is above 14 electron system, so here we have to follow these energy order. Okay, so please remember student, generally up to 8 electron, so there is no change in the energy order of up to 14 electron system and above 14 electron system. Here you can see here, so the electrons enter into the 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s and sigma star 2s. So this is common for all the cases, so this is common for all the diatomic molecules, but only the difference is if the diatomic molecule is up to 14 electron system, the first electron enter into the pi 2py according to the symmetry conditions. So the electrons are enter into the pi 2p x first, then the electron enter into the sigma level only. Okay, but in the diatomic molecule has above 14 electron system, the first electrons enter into the sigma orbital first, then the electrons enter into the pi star 2px and pi 2py and pi 2pz. Okay, so the remaining these two are common. The remaining these two levels are common. So how to remember? So these concepts. So just please focus student here. So just follow the simple technique, that is so up to 14 electron system, after the 8th electron, so just to follow so 2121 rule. So 2121 rule means nothing but, so here, so up to 14 electron system, the p electrons are first two of p orbitals are there, then sigma orbital, then pi star 2p orbital and then sigma star 2p orbital. And but in the case of above 14 electron system, that is 1 2 2 1 1 double 2 1. So please follow this step, so there is no need to get confusion for the filling of electrons into the diatomic molecules, whether it is up to 14 electron system or above 14 electron system. So this concept is very important for the to determine to observe the molecular orbital configuration. Okay, right, next. So to determine the lambda value, so please here, so what is lambda value? Already we have seen that is the lambda value is nothing but the total orbital angular momentum of an atom. Okay, so here, so how to do the how to determine the lambda value? So simply add the value of individual component of each electron. So please remember student, if the, so please, this is very important point. If the electrons are present in sigma orbital, so the lambda value will be sigma, that is fixed. Please remember, if the electrons are present in sigma bonding molecular orbitals, the lambda value will be sigma only, that is fixed. Okay, right. So here, so therefore, the term symbol for sigma bonding molecular orbital and sigma star anti-bonding molecular orbital, the term symbol will be sigma only. So that means nothing but epsilon. Okay. For example, here we will see H2 molecule. You can see for H2 plus molecule, student, sorry, H2 plus molecule. So in this H2 plus molecule, student, we have only one electron system. For H2 molecule, it is a two electron system, but H2 plus molecule is a one electron system. Here, so only one electron. So therefore, the electron is present in sigma 1s1 only. So therefore, if the electron present in sigma bonding molecular orbital, so therefore the lambda value will be sigma only. So therefore, the term symbol will be sigma only. Clear, right? Next, the spin multiplicity we will find out. The spin multiplicity, student, that is 2s plus 1, that is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. So therefore 2 get cancelled. So 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. So therefore the multiplicity is 2 and term symbol will be sigma. Okay. So what is the subscript? Z, zeroed or unzeroed? So please student, here the electron present in sigma 1s level only. So the electron present in sigma 1s level only. So only we have only one electron. So therefore G only. Okay. If two electrons are present, just you can multiply with G into G. Okay. So only one electron present. So therefore the term symbol will be 2 sigma G. The term symbol will be 2 sigma G. So this is the determination of molecular term symbol of a simple molecule. Clear, student, right? So we will move to another example. Right, here you can see. So H2 molecule we will see. So H2 molecule, it is a sigma 1s2. The electrons are present in sigma 1s2 level, student. Here you can see. So the ground state, that is sigma G2. So means here. So here already I said, that is the electrons are present in sigma bonding molecular orbital or sigma anti-bonding molecular orbital, student. So please remember the lambda value will be 0. If the lambda value will be 0, student, so generally the term symbol will be sigma only. The term symbol will be sigma only. So and then what is the spin multiplicity, we will see. Okay, clear, student? The spin multiplicity, you can see the S value is 0. So because here, so we have two spins. One is a clockwise spin and anti-clockwise spin. For clockwise plus of, anti-clockwise minus of. So therefore plus of minus of, that is equal to 0. So therefore S value is equal to 0. So therefore 2 into S plus 1. So 2 into S plus 1, student. So therefore 2 into S plus 1. So that means 2 into 0, 2 into 0 and plus 1. So 2 into 0 plus 1. So that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. So therefore, student, the spin multiplicity value is 1. The spin multiplicity value will be 1 and the term symbol will be sigma. And here you can see, student, we have the electrons in Zeroid center. So how many electrons are there? 2 electrons. So therefore, so for first electron G and another electron is G. So therefore, student, so G into G, so that is equal to G into G is equal to what, student? So G into G is equal to G only. So therefore the subscript will be G only. And here already we know very well. So generally the positive negative symbol, so we can use for only sigma level only. So generally here, so it is a plus symbol only. The superscript will be plus only, right? So this is the example for H2 molecule. Okay, so we will discuss few more examples in next session. Thank you.